Chosen one. Before anything else, pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Let your heart settle. Because what you are about to hear is not just another motivational message about relationships or love. This message is deeper than that. It is for the heart that has quietly wondered if love will ever arrive at the right time. The heart that has prayed in silence when no one else could hear. The heart that stayed strong in public but wrestled with doubt in private. Yes, this message is for you. And if you are listening right now, it is not random. Because God has a remarkable way of delivering the right message at the exact moment the soul needs reassurance. You may have questioned it before. You may have wondered why love seemed to come so easily for other people. You may have watched friends fall into relationships while your own path felt strangely quiet. Sometimes you even asked God, "Did you forget about me?" But chosen one, God wants you to understand something important today. Your season of waiting was never a mistake. Your patience was never overlooked, and your prayers were never ignored. Every single moment of your journey has been seen. Every silent tear, every moment when loneliness tried to whisper that maybe your expectations were too high. Every time someone told you to lower your standards. Every moment you considered settling for less than what your heart truly desired. God saw all of it, and more importantly, He understood your heart. You see, many people think waiting means something is wrong. They assume that if something good hasn't arrived yet, it must mean they are behind in life. But heaven doesn't operate according to human timelines. God's timing works differently. What appears to be delay from your perspective is often protection from His. Protection from the wrong connection. Protection from relationships that would have distracted your purpose. Protection from people who were not meant to walk beside you long term. Chosen ones rarely experience rushed love. They experience prepared love. There is a difference. Rushed love is built on excitement. Prepared love is built on purpose. And purpose always takes time. While you were waiting, something powerful was happening beneath the surface of your life. God was shaping your heart. He was strengthening your faith. He was teaching you lessons that would protect your future. Lessons about self-worth. Lessons about boundaries. Lessons about recognizing the difference between attention and genuine love. Because there is a big difference. Attention feels exciting for a moment, but genuine love brings peace. Attention makes you question yourself. Genuine love reminds you of your value. Attention can disappear as quickly as it arrives, but genuine love grows stronger with time. And God knew that your heart deserved something real, something stable, something meaningful, not something temporary. That is why the waiting season existed. It was not punishment. It was preparation. While you were learning patience, someone else was learning responsibility. While you were strengthening your faith, someone else was overcoming their own struggles. While you were becoming emotionally and spiritually stronger, someone else was being shaped into the person capable of loving you the right way. Because true love is not just about finding the right person. It is about becoming the right person. And both journeys must happen at the same time. That is the part many people cannot see while they are waiting. They only see the silence. They only feel the loneliness. But heaven sees the entire picture. God sees two paths moving through life, two hearts growing through different experiences, two stories being written separately. And at the right moment, those two paths begin to move toward each other, not by accident, but by divine alignment. Chosen one, something important is beginning to shift in your life. You may not see it clearly yet, but you may feel it, a subtle change in your spirit, a quiet sense that something new is approaching. Perhaps you feel more hopeful than you did before. Perhaps the fear of being alone forever is starting to lose its power. Perhaps your heart feels more peaceful about the future. Those changes are not random. They are signs of a new season beginning. Before God introduces something new into your life, He often restores hope first, because hope opens the heart again. Hope prepares the soul to receive what is coming. And right now, God is reminding you not to doubt the story He is still writing. Doubt often appears right before breakthrough. It whispers things like, maybe love is not meant for you. Maybe you waited too long. Maybe the right person does not exist. But those thoughts are not truth. They are fear trying to rewrite your faith. And faith always sees further than fear. Faith understands that God does not forget the promises He places inside your heart, even the dreams you stopped talking about, even the desires you buried because you were afraid of disappointment. God remembers them. He placed them there for a reason. Your desire for meaningful love was not random. It was planted in your heart because it is part of your story, and that story is still unfolding. Chosen one. The love meant for you will not arrive with confusion. It will not create chaos in your spirit. It will not make you question your worth. Instead, it will bring something many people rarely experience in modern relationships: peace. Real love guided by God feels calm, not because it lacks passion, but because it carries clarity. You won't feel like you have to compete for attention. You won't feel like you have to hide parts of yourself. You won't feel like you have to constantly prove your value. The right person will recognize it naturally. They will see your heart, your kindness, your strength, your faith, and instead of feeling intimidated by those qualities, they will appreciate them because they have been on their own journey too, their own lessons, their own seasons of growth, their own moments of loneliness. Two people shaped by life's experiences often recognize each other in ways that are difficult to explain. It feels natural, comfortable, as if the conversation flows without effort, as if both hearts understand something meaningful is happening. And that is how divine alignment often begins, quietly, naturally, without unnecessary drama. Chosen one. God says it is time to stop doubting, not because everything will happen instantly, but because the season of preparation is reaching its final chapter. The long wait was not wasted. It was building the foundation for the relationship you truly deserve. And when that relationship finally appears, something inside you will recognize it, not because it will feel overwhelming or dramatic, but because it will feel right, like two paths that were always meant to cross have finally met. And in that moment, you will understand something powerful. God was guiding you the entire time, even during the silent seasons, even during the moments when you thought nothing was happening, even during the nights when you questioned everything. He was protecting your heart, preparing your future, and aligning something beautiful just beyond what you could see. So, chosen one, do not lose faith now. You have come too far. The love you have been praying for is not as distant as it once seemed. In fact, it may be closer than you think, closer than your doubts will allow you to believe. Because when heaven begins aligning two lives, the shift often happens quietly, and suddenly everything changes. The moment God aligns two hearts. Chosen one, there is something remarkable about the moment when God begins aligning two lives that were always meant to meet. It rarely happens the way people imagine. Most people expect love to arrive like a dramatic scene in a movie. They imagine fireworks, a sudden overwhelming feeling, an instant certainty that everything has changed forever. But the love that God prepares often begins much more quietly than that. It begins with peace, a conversation that feels unexpectedly natural, a connection that feels calm instead of chaotic, a sense of familiarity that is difficult to explain, because when heaven orchestrates a meeting, it rarely feels forced, it feels guided, and that guidance often appears through ordinary moments that slowly reveal something extraordinary. Chosen one, you may not realize it yet, but your heart has already been prepared for this moment. All the lessons you learned during your waiting season were shaping your ability to recognize real love. Before, you may have been drawn to excitement, to intensity, to connections that felt thrilling but unstable. But now something inside you has changed. Your heart values peace more than attention. You value honesty more than charm. You value consistency more than promises. And that transformation is important because the relationship God prepares will not depend on confusion or emotional games. It will be built on something stronger: trust, respect, and shared purpose. When the right person enters your life, you may notice something unusual. Your heart relaxes. You stop overanalyzing every conversation. You stop questioning whether someone truly cares. You stop feeling like you must prove your worth because the right person will already see your value. They won't need convincing. They won't need persuasion. They will simply recognize what God placed inside you, your kindness, your strength, your faith, and something beautiful begins to happen. When two people see each other clearly, they grow together. You see, the love God prepares is not just about romance. It is about partnership, a relationship that supports both people's growth, a connection that strengthens faith instead of weakening it. Two people walking in the same direction, two people encouraging each other to become better. This is why the waiting season mattered so much. God was not only preparing your heart, He was also preparing your life, your priorities, your values, your vision for the future. Because the person entering your life will not just share moments with you. They will help build something meaningful beside you. And meaningful things require strong foundations. Chosen one. There may have been times when loneliness tried to convince you that love would never come. There may have been nights when you felt forgotten, moments when you watched others find happiness while your path felt strangely quiet. But silence does not mean abandonment. Sometimes, silence means preparation. Think about seeds planted deep in the soil. For a long time, nothing appears to be happening. The ground looks unchanged, still, silent. But beneath the surface, life is forming. Roots are growing. Strength is developing. And one day, suddenly, something beautiful begins to emerge. Your love story has been unfolding in a similar way, quietly, patiently, under God's watchful care. And now the season is changing. You may notice subtle shifts. Perhaps new opportunities for connection appear. Perhaps your heart feels more open than before. Perhaps conversations begin happening that you did not expect. These small moments are not coincidences. They are steps. Steps guided by a divine plan. God rarely reveals the entire journey at once. Instead, He leads one moment at a time, one conversation, one introduction, one unexpected encounter, until suddenly two paths that once seemed separate begin to cross. Chosen one. When that moment happens, you may feel something very simple, yet very powerful. Peace. Not the kind of peace that removes every challenge, but the kind that assures your heart you are exactly where you are meant to be. And that peace becomes the foundation of something beautiful, a relationship where both people feel safe, a connection where honesty replaces fear, a partnership where support replaces competition. This is the kind of love that lasts, not because life becomes perfect, but because both people are committed to growing together. The right person will not try to change your purpose. They will respect it. They will admire the journey that shaped you. They will understand the patience it took for you to remain faithful when love seemed distant. And in return, you will appreciate the story that shaped them, their struggles, their lessons, their moments of growth. Two lives coming together with mutual understanding. That is the beauty of divine timing. When love arrives too early, people are not ready. When love arrives at the right time, it becomes something meaningful. Chosen one. One day you will look back at your waiting season and see it differently. What once felt like loneliness will begin to look like preparation. What once felt like delay will begin to look like protection. You will understand why certain relationships ended, why certain people left, why certain doors closed unexpectedly. Because those paths were never meant to lead to your future. They were lessons, not destinations. And the person meant for your future will understand something important about you. They will understand that you are not searching for temporary excitement. You are searching for something real, something stable, something meaningful, and they will want the same thing. Two hearts seeking the same kind of love rarely meet by accident. They meet because God guided them there. Chosen one. Right now, your heart may still carry a little doubt. That is human. But God is gently reminding you to trust what He is doing behind the scenes, even when you cannot see the entire picture, even when the timing feels uncertain, even when your patience feels stretched. Because the truth is this: your story is not delayed. Your story is unfolding. Every step you took, every lesson you learned, every moment you remained faithful was bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. And that life includes love. Real love, not rushed, not forced, but guided. The kind of love that strengthens your journey instead of distracting it. The kind of love that brings peace instead of confusion. the kind of love that feels like two souls walking forward together. Chosen one. God says stop doubting, not because everything will happen instantly, but because the moment you have been waiting for is approaching. And when it arrives, something inside your heart will recognize it. You will understand why patience was necessary. You will understand why certain paths had to close. You will understand why your heart was protected. And most importantly, you will understand that God never forgot you. He was simply writing a story that required perfect timing. So stay hopeful, stay open, stay faithful,